There is 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, we call the meeting to order. Stand for the pledge, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the minutes of December 15th.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Motion to accept the financial report and payment of the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Budget amendments,
Yes, I have 3 budget amendments this evening. First budget amendment number is 2011-006. To recognize a $100 contribution for the purpose of the holiday decorating contest to be used for the give out the 2 awards.
okay, do I have a motion to accept budget amendment 2011-006?
I'll make a motion to accept budget amendment 2011-006.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion carried.
Second budget amendment is number 2011-007 is to recognize revenue from easement with Elkton Gas to Marina Park in the amount of $27,848 to be used for the purpose of a replacement emergency generator in the municipal building.
I have a motion to accept budget amendment 2011-007.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
The final budget amendment is number 2011-008 is to recognize the donation from Adwin Realty in the amount of $25,000 to be used for the purchase of an emergency generator in the Public Works building in town.
Okay, I have a motion to accept budget amendment 2011-008.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Okay, Severin Trent's, I don't know if you have their report tonight. Ken Zill. Okay, Cecil County Junior Chamber.
She's walking in.
Oh, she is? Oh, with the Junior Chamber?
I'm one of them.
Okay, you're up.
There's nobody else here?
Nope, you're up.
Can I come up?
Come up and sit down. And she's been here before, she might have known. I think you're probably new here, was it?
Yes, very new.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say your name and the organization you represent?
Okay. My name is Deidre Garut, and I'm with the Cecil County Junior Chamber, also known as the JCs.
Okay, you can just
Okay.
let us know what you're requesting. And
I've just been a member for 1 year. We are an organization that works for the community. We try to help young people become leaders in the community, and we do different community projects. We just finished Christmas from the Heart, where we worked with the elementary schools in the county, and they gave us 52 children that we could help this year. So we went to Kmart and collected toys. We also received monetary donations, and we had about 5 different companies and organizations within the county that helped us collect toys as well. We also do senior prom, which helps well, it doesn't help, but about 125 senior citizens come, and they basically have a little prom. We feed them, they have a dance, there's door prizes, and we work with the senior services through that. And I believe what the JCs wanted to do tonight was request that we have a carnival in the municipal lots in the spring. Apparently in the past they've done that before, and that was a tremendous fundraiser for us. In the last couple of years that we haven't had the carnival, we've had to kind of scrape to do our projects, to do our scholarships. So this would be a really big help if we could have the carnival this year.
Well, I can tell you that it's been quite a few years since you've had the carnival in downtown. Basically, ever since we had that parking lot repaved and everything, we kind of shied away from having the carnival down there, principally because of putting spikes or anything into the new blacktop that we had down there.
Okay.
And we kind of didn't want all that damage to the parking lot up. Plus now, that since we've had a new parking lot, we've had numerous customers and business people and employees parking down on both sides of those parking lots, and it's been useful for them. And now I think they're used to it now, and something like this come along, we'd be displacing all those people. Plus you also would have to worry about the flooding. I think if I recall, one year they did get caught with a flood down there and washed it out. Because that's, you just never know, it's, something happens and that's it. But I really don't think we, with the stuff that's going on now, I mean, carnivals are very popular anymore. At least I didn't think so. I know all the fire companies, and in fact in Cecil County now, give them up. They're not even, they just don't draw anybody anymore. They just don't attract the people or the right people, and nowadays it seems to be all about electronic games. Everybody's home doing this, these kids, and it's just, it's something of the past, I would think. I mean, I haven't seen too many carnivals around myself.
Okay.
So, but that's, you know, we'll see what the rest of the board thinks, and anybody have any other feelings?
Can I ask, I know, Wes, are you here for JC's tonight, or?
That's one of my hats.
I didn't know if you were, because I know Deidre here felt like she was on the spot. Nobody else was here. Did you check with Montgomery Brothers? I know in the past you've had it there. Have you checked with them? Are you able to have it?
It's a Plan B.
It's Plan B.
We tried to get like the Fall Fest, you know, you have the Fall Fest there, and just try to attract more people downtown, I know. It'd be great for the community down here, but, and the businesses. But.
Also, I know a lot of carnivals have gone down because of lack of volunteers, and one thing the JC's has is the volunteers. Did you, being there's someone else with the Walmart property on 40, have you checked with them?
I don't believe they have.
I mean, for making the most money for the organization, I mean, to have that drive-by spot. I was just curious if you've checked anywhere.
No, I don't think they have with the construction going on.
That'd be ideal, right down on 40.
It was, that's why we first had it in 96.
Yeah, many years ago.
And then after that, that's when we had it down here,
Right.
and then over there at the Pirelli building. Pirelli building's a Plan B. Then Plan C is in Northeast, but we're trying to keep it locally around here. Of course, you know, the JCs pay for the police, and that way they get overtime and help with the budget and everything there as well.
What is the date of this year's carnival? I don't know if it was on the letter or not.
No.
I think it was May.
May 9th through 14th.
Yeah.
I'm not very prepared. I didn't know I was going to be talking.
I have it.
Sorry. Okay.
Have it down.
Which wishes me?
Did you mention like the displacement of all the cars?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that business and residents, or just business?
Businessmen, business people, and employees, and so forth.
Okay.
It would. It's been. They park down there now pretty regularly. It's. We're putting out a lot of people trying to find another place to park, and they always said we have problems with parking in the town.
Okay.
So,
to be the same amount as Fall Fest.
Yeah, that's it.
Anybody disagree or agree or just?
Well, we haven't determined any spot yet.
Well,
That's,
municipal parking
I
lot.
like to take time to think about what you're asking us. I mean, I'm not gonna put on a spot.
You want
I'm
us to
not
look
sure
into
where
the
we're
other
going.
properties as
Yes,
well?
ma'am.
Okay.
And that would be
And I'd be
a
happy to give you the contact person for the Walmart property, or, you know, I years ago helped the J.C.'s with that carnival for many years, so.
Mhm.
Okay.
But all of them will be within the town limits, so they would all need to be approved.
Yeah, you got Walmart and you got Pearlie's, that'd be a good place, because that's a good area out there. I mean, you got plenty of space out there, more than enough space.
Right.
Pardon?
5 days.
That's not the point.
Is it 5 or 6, 9, 10?
Then how you gonna
Is it
get
5
the
days
children?
or
5 or 6
7?
days is the.
I think it's 6
actual-
days,
It's
yeah.
6 days. So it's Monday through Saturday.
Saturday.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Calendar, right?
All right, so why don't you check with Mary Jo, she'll get you some places and we'll get you contacts and try those other areas,
Okay, we'll do that.
okay?
Yeah, this would be a great help if we could get a good location that everybody agrees on, so we can get our funds raised, do some more things for the community.
You know, sometimes a location is good, whereas you can, you know, have the grounds to put your equipment in the rides, and also, you know, if parking was around, you know, you have like one-stop shop for everything. I've been on this board when I've seen it downtown. It was congestion, but it was somewhat successful, and also I've seen it at the Pirelli, and I found the parking situation was there was a whole lot better. It
Okay.
was spread out, but, you know, see what your options are.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lewis?
I don't have anything official, but I would mention just the one quick thing here. Of course, the town has advertised the annexation of the Bell Hill LLC property, and we're holding the on Monday, the 10th, is the public hearing for that, held by the Planning Commission. Of course, ours is on the February 2nd. And Gene Minner had went to the county, because we submitted our plan to them, and President James Mullen of the County Board of Commissioners sent us a letter that they had approved the zoning, because their BI zoning is compatible with our C3 zoning, highway interchange. So that's one hurdle that we've accomplished, and we haven't heard from the Maryland Department of Planning as of this date.
Well, it's good, at least you get that done. Okay, one thing I have, I don't know if we just got the email, remember if you all, we're looking for the Welcome to Main Street archway. I don't know if anybody got a chance to see the pictures that Lewis took down there that Ed's working on, and it's coming along very well. I ran them off just in case you didn't see it, but if you want to look at it. So we're hoping to have that up sometime, you said in April.
Yes.
That'd be really nice, we get that
The
accomplished.
weather's nice, you know.
It's looking nice, it's
Ceremony and everything.
really nice.
Amazing.
He does a
He is
fantastic
one
job.
talented employee,
Hmm?
a very talented.
Very
employee.
talented with that stuff. I think that's everything I had. Mary Jo?
I don't have anything this evening.
Earl?
Well, we're going to, in a workshop or some setting, discuss, I believe we received a letter from KCIs, and they talked about an alteration, if you want to use such a word, with their fees.
They submitted
Sorry?
Oh, the
the fee
proposal,
change,
the fee change.
the fee schedule for
Yeah,
KCI.
they submitted their fee schedule. I don't know if you were going to discuss it in the workshop or not.
That's what I just got finished asking if you were listening. I said, where are we going to discuss that? Because I guess it incumbent upon us to make a decision.
Okay, I can have them come, you don't want them at this workshop, do you?
No, it's gonna be tight.
We can have them in the February workshop.
Okay.
You said the 10th through June. we'll have them come to the February workshop.
Secondly, Lois, I'm gonna thank the people for, there was cats up in our neighborhoods and you recovered 19, so that was good, the program that you had set aside. Secondly, with the trash people, have they talked about the future, what they plan to do with trash, recycle, or what have you, of any sort? I mean, not tomorrow, the next year, but, you know, people looking at trash and handle it a different way. I know in our school, at Elkton High School, we don't deal with much trash because we have what you call a pulper. All the trash is taken and is grinded up and gets a little bag, and we have recycle. And I know with the way the world's becoming, with all the trash you see out there, landfills, I guess right now they're the answer, but what's down the future? Have they ever discussed anything, or the trucks or anything?
Yes, we met with them. We have tentatively, or at least I have tentatively planned to set up the Elkton Recycles program where we'll split the trash or the collection during the week. First day trash, second day collect recyclables. And that will not affect our contract because we'll use the same equipment, same personnel. Won't change the price of the contract. We'll just have those alternate routes for recyclables and everything. That'll be, we're going to implement that. We want to implement it in May, and that'll be in compliance with the county's July 1 deadline for municipal haulers picking up recyclables in municipalities. I'll send a notice to you, Mark. Or have it drafted.
So have they also included in their plan how they're going to collect it and what type of containers or bags or what have you?
Require that residents have a 32-gallon or larger trash can marked with an R, and then they'll differentiate between trash and the recyclables that way. Amend our ordinance to require that.
Actually, New Year's Day, the county was putting out trash cans, and they did my entire street. And luckily, I was up and out there. It was about 9 a.m. in the morning, and the truck was coming out putting new trash cans, and it said from the county commissioners. And I stopped the truck to tell him the street is all town. And then he went up.
Shouldn't have stopped them.
My neighbors were very mad. They all wanted a new trash can.
Right, I was saying you could have got one too.
Yeah, they picked them up, but it was a county. It was not for town of Elkton, but they did give their the people a trash can. Whether it was right or not, putting it out on New Year's Day, I don't know.
That's unusual.
That's a consideration, though. I still like the trash can. Sometime I know those bags, they are sometime much of a nuisance, but I guess that's down the road too. That's all I have.
Commissioner?
Wanted to wish everyone a happy new year, first of all. We've had a couple of water breaks or main issues. Is there? Okay. I've had a couple complaints about, I guess, notification of some of the residents being without water for a certain period of time, and they felt like they should have been notified. Is there a certain protocol that we follow when something like that happens?
We do have a notification, but if it's in the middle of the night, there's no way to do it. There's no way to, unless we wake up everybody in the whole area. I told them not to do that.
Right.
During the day, if it's a planned thing, it's easy to circulate flyer. Most people aren't home because they go to work.
So
But, we do have a protocol, but not real good at either time of day, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
I don't want waking up people in the middle of the night, because that seems like that's what's happening so lately in the middle of the night. All this stuff is going on.
Or maybe we have some type of door hanger or something. Is that what you mean by flyer?
Yeah, well, they produce a paper that says they're out of service for a certain time.
Okay.
And then we can have a person at Public Works, so if they have a question, they can call, find out when it'll be restored.
Okay,
I'll
great.
mention it to Mr. Turnbull.
Okay, great. Thank you.
That it?
That's it.
Oh, that's one of my other things, though. Can we get these lights fixed in here this last
Well, actually,
meeting?
those lights came on when we were in here checking them, because I guess it's the ballast, so that's probably if you get Mr. Electric to do that. We'll have them come in and put new ballast in, because we came in the other day and it was like that, and it came on. And it was all right. I don't know, it's like this ballast
It's
is
a little
bad.
dark.
It's fine.
Okay, Sandy Howard.
Hi, I'm Sandy Howard, and I live on Buttonwoods Road. We received the survey. I've been in here before about our town parking. and a public survey was going out, and we did, we received it. But I really have some problems with it, or some real questions. Now, I did talk to Michelle today, and you said about 40 of them came back. And that's really good. On the survey, on the top, it has Town of Elkton, which, that's good, but underneath of it, it says public survey. Now, we are the town where I live, and it is public. However, it's a very small segment of the survey. And it consists of the courts, and it consists of the village of Southfield. On this letter, only the courts were mentioned. So, if you open it up, if I did not, if I wasn't involved with this, I would, and I talked to quite a few of my neighbors, and they all said the same thing. When you look at it, what you first see is what determines if you're going to throw it away or fill it out. And the first thing you see is Town of Elkton, and then right after that you see public survey. Since we are in the town area, but we are not the town, people are looking at it and going, oh, I'm not going to fill this out. I'm glad to hear that 40 people have, but it should specify the courts and the village of Southfield. I talked to somebody, and I'm not sure who I was speaking with. Oh, it's, yeah. And she said that the plat, I think that's the correct word, is inclusive, it's all-inclusive. However, the people in the two areas don't know that that's in the plat. So I'm really concerned that people are just going to throw this away. It also says recent request, and people have been calling and writing letters since we've lost our homeowner. So this has been going on for quite a while. Let's see. And I also said something to Mary, and the more I thought about it, maybe it's not that important, because maybe most people don't know this, but when you're coming down Whitehall Road and the first Buttonwoods you come in, the road is Buttonwood, 2 words. When you go down to the second one, it's Buttonwoods, 1 word with the S at the end. I think that's a little strange, but I was curious to see if that would. Let me go back just for one thing. The way this is written now, I'm afraid that once it's decided that there is a possibility that we could get our parking spaces, it's not going to get through because the information on here is incorrect, and it doesn't include everything. It doesn't include our village of Southfield, and there's another thing.
But while you're looking for that, I think you specified the parking problem at Buttonswood, correct?
That's correct.
And I think, and I didn't see the letter, but the way you're talking, it addresses Buttonwood, even though that's Southfield.
And that's
I mean, it could be a whole plat, and the plat could have different residential area or different area, but specifically it's designed to say Buttonwood, so that would eliminate all the others on your letter. It's a matter of semantics, as people would say, but it's Buttonswood.
Okay, and that, you know, the more I thought about it, maybe that's not as important, but to make this request work, or the survey work, I really think it needs to be included in the village of Southfield. I think that's it doesn't apply for the whole group, the whole area.
But it's not the whole area, it's Buttonwood that has the concern. You keep saying village of Southfield. If I live out there, my concern would be Buttonwood. This is designed for me. I have a survey that I'm going to answer. It's not the whole village of Southfield. Do you follow me, or do I not follow you?
I think I am, because the survey is saying Buttonwoods Road, and it is a U. It's a U shape, but we have different houses. The first houses that were built by, and was not here during that time, but they were built first. And then they were, the people that bought, there was 2 areas, and then one person bought all of it. So it turned out to be one area, but we are 2 names for 2 different kinds of houses. We are all on Buttonwoods Road. But the fact that the village of Southfield isn't in there, I really think it would, if people are gonna look at it, they're gonna say, oh, it's only the courts. Now, the 40 that have come in, I'd be interested in to find out if it were just from the courts or if it was all incorporated. Okay, that would be helpful. The reason that I'm here is because a group of us in my area, we looked at the survey and we all thought the same thing. And that's why I'm here. We all thought they're gonna open it up, they're gonna see public survey, and it's only a small amount. Most people, when you see a public survey, you're gonna throw it away. I mean, there's things that you're gonna look at right away, and it's gonna determine at 1 or 2 things if you're gonna look at it and read it, or if you're gonna throw it away. And when it says public survey, it is public, but it's just such a little area of the town, and I think that should have been specified.
How many letters went out, Michelle?
all went to everybody.
149.
How many?
149.
You already have back 40?
There's only 149.
That's very good. That's almost a third, and to get that back, I mean, I think they've, that's a really good return on 149 letters.
That is,
And-
and that is, you only sent out 139?
149, I think it was.
149?
49.
149.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
they
I'll
probably-
be honest, I thought that it was more than that.
Well, they sent letters out to everybody that we had concerns with the parking where we'd have to, we might have to make some adjustments, but we want to make sure everybody in that area got something so we could let them know what we're trying to do here,
Okay. Is there, Michelle, could I contact you and find out if they're coming from just the courts? Now, I know you all think it's the same, but in our area, we do consider it true.
That'd be part of their survey.
Right, I mean, can I call you and ask you? Well, I guess, I think that's everything I wanted to address.
Was that, you said that you got the 2 Buttonwood and then South.
Well, it's two developments.
All right, well, so then tell us, maybe we'll try to straighten it out a bit. Who's really complaining?
All of us.
All right, so then if they all know the situation, then by getting that letter, they would assume that too, that they're included, I would think.
Oh,
In other words, that they would fill out the survey and send it back if they all have the same problem with parking. Would that not be?
And that's what I'm hoping. And that's what I'm hoping, but by having the courts in bold and not mentioning Southfield, and some of the people in my court haven't even gotten their survey yet, that's where my concern came in. That it didn't mention Southfield, and that not everybody in my court.
When was the letter dated?
It's not dated.
When did you receive it?
I received it, let me see, the latter part of last week.
And we have, well,
31st, I think.
Okay, well then I think that's a really good, to get 40 back that quick, especially with the holidays, so you do have concerned citizens there if they're returning the survey. So I would really think that's a good sign.
One of the things we anticipate is that there are people out there who are, let's say, for lack of a better term,